On the topic of the election, I just want straight from the horse's mouth your
You want the
opinion.
2020 election or you want all these other elections I've been investigating?
2020
Okay.
connected to 24. Here's the question. Will Donald Trump be reinstated before January 2025, which is when the next winner is scheduled to be inaugurated?
What would you like me to say, David? I'm
Whatever
not
you
I
believe.
will tell you
Whatever
this,
you believe
that
is
if
what I
we
want.
don't if we I will here's my answer.
Yeah.
If we don't fix 2020 means getting rid of the electronic voting machines, melt them down and turn them into prison bars, we're not going to have a country. Look what the
Okay.
damage has been done in our country in 2 years by what's been going on. It's disgusting. I was just in Northern California. All these people there coming up to me, wanting pictures, wanting to know, hey, do we have a chance to get rid of it? We don't like $7.80 gas. Is
Right.
there a chance? I said, you know what? It all started with a stolen election. Here's the Supreme Court case. It's called Moore versus Harper. It's case number 21-1271. And that is really critical to our country because these are all the things that the Secretary of States did, changed our laws when the legislatures make the laws,
Okay, but
not
to
the
be clear,
secretaries.
Mike, that's a case I'm familiar with. You said you had a case at the court. This case has nothing to do with you.
No, this case is almost identical to what we were going to bring to the Supreme
Oh,
Court.
it's okay, but this
This
case has
got
nothing to do with
this
you.
actually got to the Supreme Court.
Okay.
So right now we don't have to put a new one in. We are going to put one in now with this evidence and stuff to get rid of the machines, which
Fair,
we have
but what
done
we
in
want
both.
here
We've done
is
in Arizona and we've done in Alabama, two preliminary junctions to get rid of these electronic voting machines.
what we want on
That's
the
my whole
program.
focus, David.
What we want on the program is just clarity because I don't want anybody to misunderstand. When you said you have that case, that this case you just cited has nothing to do with you.
This case here is everything I would have wanted to do, but they got we're in two tracks coming to the Supreme Court.
Okay,
They got there first.
got it.
Okay,
Understood.
right.
To close one other loop, and we are making progress here, even if it doesn't seem
And
like it.
realize that just I'm going to tell you something. Just when you say you or whatever, this all me. That everything, every focus out there, all across our country, is to get rid of these electronic voting
Which
machines.
we will get
So
to
we have
momentarily.
right.
So that I can move on to that, I didn't get an answer from you about will Trump be reinstated before January 25? What's your belief?
My belief is I would hope that, but I can't say there's no with the evidence now
Yeah.
that would come out that I can release with Dennis Montgomery.
Yep.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. In the way we're in now, nothing. It's like we've never been in an anomaly like this in history
Mm.
where it's a lawless society. You have things going on where you're going, how does Pennsylvania turn in their electors, which is illegal, with more votes than voters? You
That didn't
ask
happen,
yourself,
of course. Yeah, but
yes,
that's
that
that
did
it
happen.
did not
That
happen.
did happen, David. No, you're misconstrued or lying. They turned in their electors with more votes than voters in Pennsylvania, and it went through. And everyone's called them out on it, but it's still sitting there. It hasn't been pulled down and looked at to say how did this happen.
Okay.
And that's a fact. You can sit here, you can have Alan Duke fact check you if you'd like.
There is no
That's the
state
fact.
that
I'm
had
just saying
more.
that
Yeah. Okay.
anything like this, in Georgia, when that Democrat got 0 votes, they had to look at it because they could have gave her 2, or her and her husband at least got a vote. Another Democrat in Georgia, this summer, another Democrat, this other lady, she got 3,700 votes and she wasn't on the ballot.